This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and this article here is from E! Entertainment. If I'm not mistaken, they used to be pretty big in the industry of entertainment news. They've picked up on Doggygate, or the reopening of Doggygate, which is Amber Heard illegally bringing her dogs into Australia, and the point I want to make here is that a lot of media is picking this up. It's really been rekindled as a story in the news, which is, in this case, a good thing. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, media can shape minds, so that's why it's important to have something out here that's factual and a good thing for people to know. Now, in politics, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it works out wrong, but in this case here, the media knowing and the media getting out this stuff about Amber and these facts about the crimes she commit is good. There's also a statement I missed about the UK ruling here I haven't quite seen before, and there's also some new excuses that Amber gives, or her, legal team or whoever gives for her, that are different from some other excuses, so I want to get into that too. Here we go. On Saturday, October 30th, a spokesperson for Australia's Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment confirmed to E! News that they are investigating allegations of perjury by Ms. Heard during court proceedings for the 2015 illegal importation of her two dogs to Australia. And if I'm not mistaken, E! News, if it's the one I'm thinking of, has been around for quite a while, and they've got a decent platform, and if not a decent platform anymore, they've still got their name out there in the industry. This is in regard to a previously closed 2015 court case in which she was charged with bringing her then-husband Johnny Depp's Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boo, into the country illegally. The spokesperson added in their statement that the department is seeking to obtain witness statements, and once obtained, the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions will consider whether the evidence is sufficient to warrant pursuance of the matter. Sounds pretty good. Facing the prospect for a maximum 10-year prison sentence, which I thought was 14, but okay, the actress pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of falsifying a travel document to sneak the dogs into Australia. Her lawyer told the court the actress was jet-lagged, worried about a hand injury that Depp suffered during filming, and the reason I'm reading this, which has some repetitive information, is that I haven't heard that excuse about the hand, so that's new, and the other source says she was just exhausted, not jet-lagged. Now this says jet-lagged, and the other source says exhausted, which are two different things, because I've been jet-lagged plenty of times flying back and forth from Japan, but if you sleep on the plane, you're not exhausted, but you are jet-lagged, so which is it? Just a bunch of tangled stories and miscellaneous excuses, so here's two more excuses. I think I cut myself off mid-sentence there, but that's okay. We know this happened when Johnny was filming Dead Men Tell No Tales. At the time, the attorney said Heard made a tired, terrible mistake. Always a mistake, right? An Australian court let the actress off with a 1-month, $1,000 good behavior bond in April 2016, 1 month before she filed for divorce from Depp. It would be interesting if we found some things that weren't such good behavior she was doing. I'm sure they've got to be out there somewhere, but that depends on what the restrictions are and what the court considers good behavior or bad behavior. The court of Depp's choice, the High London Court of Justice, found that Depp committed at least 12 acts of domestic violence against Amber Heard, causing her at times to fear for her life, which would be the only person in Johnny's life in human history who Johnny made fear for their life. That's one reason, when you think about it, it sounds pretty silly. The lawyer said in a statement to E! News, Saturday, October 30th, it is truly inconceivable, and we are confident it is not true, that either the Australian government or the FBI would embrace a policy of further pursuing and victimizing a person who has already been adjuncted to the victim of domestic violence. This is especially true where the exact same claims being reported in the press now were made unsuccessfully in the UK High Court. Now I gotta say this. If you're actually a victim of something, honestly, something's happened to you, that's horrible, and I'm sorry. However, that doesn't mean you can commit other crimes and get off the hook for it. So the statement made there was kind of saying, well, why would Australia go after Amber Heard if she's a victim of domestic violence for the dogs? Well, unfortunately, Like I just said, you can't break the law just because you've been wronged, okay? Plus, they've got nothing to do with each other. Breaking biosecurity in a country where it's very strict and a very important thing has nothing to do with the fact that, let's assume you actually got abused, let alone didn't actually get abused. But her assumption here is that Amber did get abused. But I think you get my point. My point is, even if Amber was a victim, which you know she is, and I gotta keep saying she's not, but even if she was a victim, that still doesn't get her off the hook from Doggygate. And did Amber's lawyers ever stop to think that the people in the courts, the judges, the cops, the lawmakers in Australia might just be on Johnny's side because they know he's innocent, like a lot of us do out here? Did they ever stop to think that Australia might not be actually coming after the dogs 100%? Yes, that's part of it. Yes, they're serious, but they might also be justice for Johnny. And they might also be saying, hey, Amber, we know you lied in court. Well, everyone does, that's a fact. But we know the judge made a bad decision. We know the courts lied. So we're justice for Johnny, and because you actually did something illegal, factually, we have the right to come after you, and we're not going to stop. That's my take on it. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. Got a quick thing to say before I go about the channel. Here that is. First off, shout out to Carla Ellis, Lotus Flower, and Cindy Bryden, whose picture will be there at some point. Also, got a GoFundMe and a PayPal. Links in the description if you guys want to donate. I'm saving for a new PC. At some point, I will get one no matter how much I get in donations, but on 300 now. So big thank you to anyone who donated. Shouts are coming up. And that's it. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you don't subscribe, well, I guess it'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.